On Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day, New Face Promotion presents Retro Bingo. Retro Bingo, up to $5,000 in cash. 5 $200 games, 2 $500 games, 1 $1,000 game, and the jackpot $2,000. Retro Bingo going down at 178 Newport Street. Music by DJ Flawless, No Apology, and DJ Hot Stepper. Your tickets cost $40. More at the door. For more info, call 347-304-5453. Zelle or Cash App is accepted. Start time 7 p.m. It's Retro Bingo. Mother's Day, Sunday, May 8th. Lots of giveaways for the ladies. Retro Bingo, up to $5,000 in cash. Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day.
Well, it's on the Ridealong, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call it, typical family.
We break all the stories. And that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Ridealong live, I mean, yeah, it's a real deal.
Hey, one and all, welcome to Ridealong Live for today. It's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Inside, on the ride. Right. Very nice outside. It's beautiful Tuesday. As you guys come and share up the thing, because today's program it's a sad one. All right. A family just lost their loved one. And the father is here, and we have the surviving eyewitness who is also going to be chatting with us as well. Guys, it's a terrible incident that happened, and hopefully we'll get a very concise investigation into what transpired. I know some of you guys don't know the whole story. We heard pieces of the story, but today we're going to bring it all into perspective for you. So as you guys come and go ahead and share the thing right now. Share the thing, share the program. You share it once, share it again. It's a very important ride along. Very important ride along. Very significant ride along tonight. So go ahead and share it up, everybody. Share it up. Let me share it up as well on my end. Hey, Deanne Fraser, welcome back from your very extensive vacation. Let me go back and share it here. NLC, how you doing? Welcome to the ride. Thank you. Share. I'm just doing my civic duty, right? So you guys could do the same. Share. You see how much time I'm sharing it? Because it's very important, guys. It's absolutely very important that the world get to see this side of the story. I'll tell you all about it. Hey, Roslyn, how you doing? Sherma Paul, how you doing? Welcome to the ride. Sharing all over. It's that important. Significantly important. Hey, Nigel, how you doing? Welcome to the ride. Yes. Pin, share. Hey, Jocelyn, how you doing? All right, guys, so let me start. Let me start with the breaking news that was released just a few days ago. Police reported, I'm going to take it directly from the RGPF website, and that's when we first learned of the incident. Okay, here we go. The RGPF confirmed a boating accident. Police are confirming boating incident that occurred sometime after 7 p.m. on Sunday, the 24th of April, 2022, while officers attached to the Grenada Coast Guard were returning to base from an operation when it collided with a small vessel at Grand Anse Beach, Grand Anse St. George. One of the occupants of the fishing vessel sustained minor injuries, while the body of a second occupant was recovered this morning by divers attached to the Grenada Coast Guard. The Commissioner of Police and the team extend his condolences to the family and the parents of the deceased and assure that a thorough investigation will be launched to determine what led up to this tragic, unfortunate incident. More details on what transpired. MTV News brought the story today. Check it out.
The family of 22-year-old Kiman Bell of Woburn was plunged into a state of mourning as the news of their son's tragic death hit the airwaves. Bell's body was recovered on Monday morning and brought to the Coast Guard headquarters. There he was examined and pronounced dead by a medical doctor. Barely able to contain their emotions while standing at the gate of the Coast Guard base were family members and close friends of the deceased, crying out for answers. Head of the Community Relations Department, ASP Desmond Richards, stated that the Coast Guard was returning to their base when they ran over a small fishing vessel which had 2 occupants. One was rescued and brought to safety last night. He described the incident as unfortunate.
It's an unfortunate and tragic incident that, it's even difficult to talk about because I was at the Coast Guard base this morning and with some of his family, mother, grandmother, uncles, and just seeing and the pain and watching them cry and really broke my heart as well.
An investigation has started, Richards says, but he is calling on any witnesses to come forward as well to ensure a thorough investigation.
We also asking, because the investigation will be thorough. And if somebody may have seen something, heard something, that they too can come forward and say, what they would have seen or witnessed, if ever. Because we really want to make sure that the investigation is done properly, all the bases they are covered, and that we come to a truthful, a right conclusion as to why and how this unfortunate incident occurred.
He added that the officers at the Coast Guard are distraught about the situation. Speculation is rife as to what actually transpired on Sunday night, but Richards made a clarion call to the public to pray for the affected families. Also present at the scene and speaking to the family was Senator Norland Cox. He later told our news team that this can never be an easy time for those who are close to the young man.
These things are never easy to lose a loved one. He's a young man. He's just 22 years of age. He has his whole life ahead of him. It's a tough time.
The damaged vessel was later removed from the Grand Anse Beach by members of the Coast Guard and other members of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Houston.
On the phone line with us right now, we have the father of the deceased young man, Mr. Carlson George, who we're going to speak to shortly, and the eyewitness who was injured in that incident, is live with us right now. First, let's start with you, Vondi. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yeah.
Vondi, welcome to Ridealong. I know you've been going through a lot this past day or so, and it's a traumatic experience, and it's hard to get those vision out of your head. But what could you tell us? What actually happened?
Me and Kimamba was on the island actually with our 80 family and thing and friends, you know.
Right.
So the same time, outside was kind of getting late, so he tell me about one day I had to reach up and they really down here about 4. So me and he end up leaving at about 4. And we running go down from outside the island, but at the same time now we end up losing power from the engine. So Bell tell me, no, what is the problem? So I tell him, dog, here we call for rescue because that boat they look like we won't go stuck. So the same time now, Bell trying to fix the problem. Fix it, trying until you do get through with it. Same time, me and he start to run down from under the airport come up. Then we clear the airport point coming into Sandals, you know, running coming up close on the shore side. But then we end up clearing like outside quarantine point coming up. When we coming up now, we was like outside Grants coming up after quarantine point. As we running coming up, see a light. Come up on me, boy. I see a light on me, boy. I say, Bell, I look like Joe Moboto they from the fishing vessel now, boy. You tell me now, boy, I look like Coast Guard. I say, wow, Bell, yeah, boy, that Coast Guard, boy. Running more to the show side now. So same time now, as you running into the show side now, I tell him slow down and I turn on the light. So as I turn on the phone light now, the Coast Guard was running coming up to us. Same time the Coast Guard turn off the light. You know what I mean? We are seeing the rum, well, not really rum in a cruise, the Trini cruise. We are seeing the cruise going in from like outside Silver Sands going up there. You know what I mean? And at the same time, boat make one U-turn from the cruise, which was the Coast Guard. One U-turn from the cruise, running coming back to we know. You know what I mean? So I start to wave the light. I tell them, wave the light on the wave the light. Waving the light to the man because I'm running coming up to us and the light was off. You know what I mean? So the same time I realized the boat was like about 15 feet away. And then I end up throwing. I said, Bell, here we go, Bell. And then I end up making one dive under the water. And then the same time when I float up, the Coast Guard them pass over Bell and the boat and turn around now, asking me. Well, I end up telling them, and I end up showing them the phone. I tell them, well, look, I end up getting the phone. I had a phone here. I end up getting through the mother. You know what I mean? Same now, course, your man coming up on me now and can't a gun on me. You know what I mean? So, same now, I tell him, let's kill my brother. So, he telling me, where the next one? I tell him, look, the man floating there. But at the same time, the other two was just trying to call some sergeant or some corporal or something, so they were trying to call from on the boat to the shore side. They wasn't even getting him and the same time the body and them just floating away from us now. You know what I mean? Then the man pulled him up on the boat. I was like in the water for a whole half an hour or so. Why is the man just trying to make calls to the shore side? You know what I mean? And then I tell him, man, but I'm bleeding out. I'll come and pull him up. And then the man ended up pull him up now. When he pull him up now, and I'm telling them, oh, there we look for Bell. As I see, man. As a man is working on trawler. Tell them, man, here we look for Bell. And then tell them, sit down me. And I saw them, man, and I said, this man, and I'm going to kill me. Yeah, so I asked for a phone call now. To call my mother now. And then them men look, I didn't get my phone call. They don't want to give me no phone call to call nobody. You know what I mean? Then I asked for who in charge of them. And then the big man who was making them calls and them answer man tell me he in charge to ask him for a phone call. I said, hello, I know my right. I need a phone call to come friend. You know what I mean? And that is when they not give me the phone call now. And I call my mother and tell her, look what just going on. They just kill Bell. You know what I mean? But I survived. Try and get through with Bell mother and them all come now. You know what I mean? When my chest started hurting me. So the same time my chest started hurting me, I ended up just passing it a while now. And then the man was just there, and all I know, I ended up waking up, going into the harbor, just passing the cruise going into the harbor. You know what I mean? And then I ended up in the ambulance, and then that was it. My father, and then telling me that, they're gone, then them kill Bell. And I just go out.
Take your time, Vondi. As we said, this incident is fresh, and you could imagine how traumatic it is for him. He experienced this.
You hear me?
Yeah, Vondi, we're hearing you.
Yeah. What was the last partner was? Where I was? You hear me?
Yeah, your phone was kind of breaking up a bit.
Yeah. Where I was? What was the last part I was talking?
Okay, just stand by a quick bit because we're having problems hearing you. Your phone is breaking up a bit. But what is described here?
Yeah, but I hear you clear.
Oh, you hear me clear? Okay. I'm hearing you clear now.
I hear you clear.
I'm hearing you clear now, so go ahead, continue.
Yeah, where are we reach? Because the phone ended up cutting off.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I reach?
Yeah, just continue. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. What was the last thing you hear I was talking?
Well, you was in the ambulance.
Oh, yeah. I was telling you that after ambulance, that was it. I wake up in the hospital.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And then the CID guys came in. You know what I mean? And so to ask questions. So I sat down to them. When I answered them, the doctor say, you ready for me? So then, is the doctor ready for me now? One of them CID man stand up outside. Well, they went up walking outside. And then one of them was in the room asking the doctor to reach your phone. What I had, what was waving, I was telling them to reach your phone. You know what I mean? So I take the nurse come and reach your phone for the doctor, and I grab the nurse hand and tell her, rest back down the phone. And I take the phone and shove it under my shoulder. You know what I mean? While the police was only asking for the phone. You know what I mean? And then after I pass out on top of the phone, and then my brother come and get me. And that was it. The man killed Bell. Who's guy killed Bell? Yeah.
Hello? Okay, all right. Take your time, Vondi. Hold on 1 second, Vondi. Okay, we have Bell's father, Mr. Carlson George. Carlson, are you there? Carlson, are you there? Carlson, could you hear me? All right, we're gonna reconnect back with Carlson. Vondi, take your time. All right, take your time. Guys, we're speaking here again. This incident is very fresh, just happened. What to me is confusing about the whole situation is that, in my belief, I would think that the Coast Guard would have some sort of tracking devices on it that could estimate how close it is to a vessel. As you saw in the picture that was posted, the small vessel was basically run over by the Coast Guard vessel, right? And I am trying to get some clarification on some information from the RGPF, but we did not get any information yet. Only information that was posted, that's out right now, is the press release that was sent out. I mean, long were the days when we could have called Vanny Cohen, we don't have that information as yet, but we're hoping to get some more response from the RGPF as to how is it that this incident could happen where the Coast Guard could just basically ramsack or run over a small vessel. Vani, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, take your time. Let me try to connect back with Carlson. Carlson, are you hearing me? All right, Carlson is not there. Let me know if you need time, Vani.
Yeah, right here, man. You hear me?
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, Carlson, are you there? All right.
I was saying, Carlson.
Okay, Vandi, let me ask you a question. Do you think that the Coast Guard vessel saw you or saw the vessel, your small mini vessel, and do you think that they witnessed? Or we lost Carlson. We're gonna try to reconnect with him. Do you think that you was just not visible? What in the sight of the Coast Guard vessel? What do you think happened there?
Well, a month back between me and you, Bell and one of them Coast Guard man had a little altercation where that they was giving one another two little talk. And one of them Coast Guard man ended up taking his feet or something. And I tell Bell, you gonna see what will go on with him, he go see what will go on with him. And he was one of them was on the boat and he was on the wheel. Understand? The man who was in charge of the three of them, he wasn't on the wheel. He turned around and told Bell uncle that he don't take him part, he don't take him charge on no man because it's not he who will do that, it's the next man. You understand? And the next man thing was that saying that he was telling the police and them that we didn't have no light, but then I had on Bell's phone light all the time. All when I jump over, when I come back up, that is what saved my life. I show them in the phone to show them that look, I just get you with Bell more than it. That will make the man hold back. You understand? The man had something against Bell from since a month back when we went on the cruise. You understand? And the man was killed Bell. Nobody else. The man killed Bell. And the man who in charge of three of them did say that he was taking no rap for nobody. The man said that on the carnage. You understand? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. It's a little bit muffled, but I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Then what went on? You understand?
Yeah, it's a little bit muffled, but I'm hearing you. Stand by, guys. Stand by, Vonnie, stand by right there. Let me get Carlson back on the phone because the father. Let me connect back with him, guys. You're watching Ridealong Live. We're gonna get to the bottom of this and get some more information on this. Vondi, don't move. Stay right there. We'll connect. We'll connect with you back right after we connect back with Carlson. Right? Don't be right back. Yeah. Let's make that call to the father, guys. Hey.
Yeah, what?
Hey, Carlson.
I was hearing you. You didn't hear me, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't hearing you. Okay, on the phone line now we have Carlson George, the father of the young man that was deceased. Mr. George, welcome to the program and condolences to you and the family. What information you have? Because you was telling me some information off air, and it was kind of heart-wrenching to find out. You believe that your son was somehow targeted. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, my son was a target because if the police claiming that there was an accident, right? After they hit the boat and what they call him in the water, after they take him from the water, the Coast Guard equipped with good swimmers and good divers. He claimed that it's showing them the body. Why none of them never go overboard and look for the body? Why was the flag light on? Huh? When they come and they realize, well, they get who they come for. They just forget he. Till the next morning, the Coast Guard make an effort of looking for my son. So I have to say he was a target.
Right. Do you know if your son had any prior altercation with anyone on the Coast Guard or that particular officer that was attached to the Coast Guard at the time?
No, at this moment I don't know, because I kind of rumors spreading around like my son give it. So I know they say they have some conversation, some talk, talk against talk. So I don't see, wow, the reason why that should be bringing that. But my son told me last week that the police tell him, what from drug squad told him that they cannot get me, they cannot get the uncle. So
Your phone dropped off this. Repeat what you just said. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah, go ahead, Carlson.
That is what he told me.
No, say it again. I didn't hear the last thing I said. What your son told you?
My son told me that the police from drug squad, they didn't told me the name of the police, told him that they cannot get me, they cannot get his uncle. So they'll make sure they get him.
Wow.
Last week he told me that. Come on. Why did the police never go overboard to get my son at the time of the incident? And that happened in one of the brightest place in Grenada, Granans Beach. Plus, this coast guard have a light to put it on the light of the whole of Granans. So come on, I have to say my son as the target. And I need some form of justice. I need justice for my child. Because my son now take 22 years of age. And they just take your life like that. Because the police say it's an accident. Come on. People with common sense should know. A coast guard is equipped with radar in front of it that could pick up things up to 500 feet away from it.
Yeah.
They equipped with a flag light if you put it on, which miles away you're seeing. So come on. And they never get in touch. That happened. They never get in touch with me. They never get in touch with the mother. After 4 this afternoon, the acting commissioner called me and tell me about condolences. So I need to see.
So how? At what point? Or how did you hear about the incident?
What I see?
So you first saw it. You first saw it on the internet or on the media before you heard from the authorities. One mother called me the same night, and I rushed go down to Granans. Right.
When I reach in Granans about 9 o'clock after 8-9. When I reached there, I see the two coast guard way out in the deep outside with 2 little light on. And if the two coast guard, if you see that getting my son, and my son wasn't the target, come on, they light up the whole sea. Because Granans is not a deep place. Who knows Grenada should know that. It's a very shallow place.
Yeah.
So to know, I don't know, I need justice for my child. I need to see the police arrested and charged criminal charges brought against them. I need to see that.
Again, guys, we're following the story here. The police released a statement about this incident. The police report following the incident said that they are confirming the boating accident that occurred somewhere about 7 p.m. on that Sunday, the 24th, while the officers attached to the Grenada Coast Guard were returning to base from the operation when it collided with a small vessel. And that's the key word, I think, right? Collided with a small vessel. And the father rightfully said it. And I just think that it makes sense. Something like a Coast Guard should at least have some kind of radar system to pick up.
Have it. Not sure that they have it.
They have it.
It's on the boat. Yeah,
right.
It's on the boat.
So it has a light where you could light up the whole place. I've seen it already, and they have the radar system. Yet they ran into this small vessel, The reports again from the RGPF is saying that one of the occupants of the fishing vessel sustained minor injuries, while the body of the second occupant was recovered on Monday by divers of the Coast Guard. Tell us about your son. Let's talk a little bit about your son, because he's just represented right now as the person that was that died on that particular incident. Tell us more about your son and who he is.
But my son was a humble child. I mean, come on, you know, teenagers when they're growing up.
Right.
But he never was charged by the police, to say convicted by the police or anything. He go to PVC school. PVC I was present by college. You know, school. He was trained by me for the past 2 months. He's a humble kid, so I don't see the reason why the police should be having him as a target to be doing him that.
Right. And at this point, we have one eyewitness, who is Von D. Is anyone else coming forward and giving you any additional information? Because the police did ask if any other information or any other eyewitness to this would come forward. Did anyone else come forward with any additional information to you or the family?
The only person I know aware of come little information is, well, one told me Cap was on the beach. A lot of people was on the beach when that incident took place.
Right.
But one told me that Cap was there and he couldn't see what happened. So I don't seem to talk to him yet.
Yeah. When you spoke
a lot of people see what happened.
So there were additional information. Who are these police officers? When you spoke to the commissioner today, what did he tell you? Who are these police officers? Did they give you any information on who these police officers that was on board are?
The only thing the police officer tell me, Mr. Judge Congram, but accept my sympathy and all them and they're very sorry. There's that. I don't know who killed my son up to now. No name has been brought forward as yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, guys, I wanna if you just started to watch the program, we're talking about this boating incident that occurred right off of Grand Anse, where a young man lost his life. The boat was run over by the Coast Guard. That's the alarming part. I want to play back this again. If you just join us, this was the news clipping that was aired on MTV. Check it out again, just to get a context of
the family
of the conversation.
22-year-old Kiman Bell of Woburn was plunged into a state of mourning as the news of their son's tragic death hit the airwaves. Bell's body was recovered on Monday morning and brought to the Coast Guard headquarters. There he was examined and pronounced dead by a medical doctor. Barely able to contain their emotions while standing at the gate of the Coast Guard base were family members and close friends of the deceased, crying out for answers. Head of the Community Relations Department, ASP Desmond Richards, stated that the Coast Guard was returning to their base when they ran over a small fishing vessel which had 2 occupants. One was rescued and brought to safety last night. He described the incident as unfortunate.
It's an unfortunate and tragic incident that, it's even difficult to talk about, because I was at the Coast Guard base this morning and with some of his family, mother, grandmother, uncles, and just seeing the pain and watching them cry and really broke my heart as well.
An investigation has started, Richards says, but he is calling on any witnesses to come forward as well to ensure a thorough investigation.
We also asking, because the investigation will be thorough, and somebody may have seen something, heard something, that they too can come forward and say, what they would have seen or witnessed, if ever. Because we really want to make sure that the investigation is done properly, all the bases they are covered, and that we come to a right conclusion as to why and how this unfortunate incident occurred.
He added that the officers at the Coast Guard are distraught about the situation. Speculation is rife as to what actually transpired on Sunday night, but Richards made a clarion call to the public to pray for the affected families. Also present at the scene and speaking to the family was Senator Norland Cox. He later told our news team that this can never be an easy time for those who are close to the young man.
These things are never easy. To lose a loved one. He's a young man. He's just 22 years of age. You know, he has his whole life ahead of him. You know, it's a tough time.
The damaged vessel was later removed from the Grand Anse Beach by members of the Coast Guard and other members of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
All right, that's the story here. We have Vondi back on the line. Vondi, are you there?
Yeah.
Vondi, tell us about you were able to jump off and get into the water. What happened with Bell? Was Bell hit directly? Why was he not able to escape?
Well, I told him here we to go. You tell him jump Bell. Here we go. And Bell was in shock. So that never be the men coming to kill him. Bell should never be that. Because the men turn off all the lights. The Bell men coming to kill us, Bell. Here we go. And Bell never jump. Bell steep. The boat run over Bell.
Wow. And what kind of injuries did you sustain? I know you was in the hospital.
Whole ribs, all inside, my whole ribs right, hurt on my shoulder, go at a place. My neck, I'm shoot all them things, so, you know what I mean? I'm getting a hot chest pain. I'm bad headache.
Yeah. Perhaps, Carlson, the RGPF is conducting an investigation into this case right here. Are you comfortable that the RGPF investigating the RGPF, are you comfortable with the investigation?
No, I can be comfortable. Or how possible I could be comfortable? I cannot be comfortable.
Yeah.
Because you know Grenada and what they are accustomed doing for people children. And the next topic I want to touch on again. Some newspaper, Grenada Week or some Grenada Today, some newspapers that just blast my son in the morning, put my son in an article saying about Woban, the drug infested thing, and calling my son up in a minute. Why is it that newspaper doing that? When I go to the newspaper tell me that the information I get from the police.
Oh, the police gave them the information that your son was into drugs?
That is what the newspaper man said today. When I confront him, I say, why you putting my son into that drugs thing? But my son never been hold with drugs, never been charged with drugs. Why you put him in some name in that? He told me the information you work with the police, the information the police did him. So how I could be cool with the investigation from the police?
No, we never get charged with drugs. No, we never deal with
never.
Drugs. Never. You know what I mean? No drug charge. No.
Yeah, you know it's kind of confusing that information would come out from the police trying to discredit Vondi and your son and relating them to drugs.
But there are some police that alone they differ in the force. Before something happens, they realize them to be blamed. They're showing us all kind of false information.
The men try to pose that because they know that it's wrong. You understand? Because first time they say that they come to rescue us, they saw the light. You understand? These men and kill Bell. They will get away with it. So. Why?
Yeah. Perhaps, Carlson, what's next from here? I know just today you was contacted by the RGPF. Where are you going? Where you going next with this case? What are you looking to do? I mean, what are you going to be proceeding to do from here?
Well, I'll get a lawyer, I put the case in a lawyer hand, which is Clouden. And Clouden put up a media a press out telling the authority they had to answer by saying this to give him an estimation. If anything, they take it to court.
Right.
So it's a lawyer and them are the lawyer dealing with now. Because I can't go and make no noise or do anything because you know they look to kill me because they try to kill me over 12 times already try to kill for nothing. So I don't want to go and make no noise or do anything. So I just waiting and see.
Yes.
But I think by Thursday, if I don't get nothing, I'll be organizing a protest and take it to the street because it's time. I need justice for my child.
Yeah, and Herolyn is rightfully asking the question that we're trying to find out as well. Why is it that the Coast Guard turned off the light or didn't put on the bright light to identify an object that is so close to them? And how is it, or why is it that the Coast Guard radar, sensor, whatever it is, could not detect that there was a fishing vessel right in front of them? Which
so that's the whole point. That's the point. I don't understand that one at all. Because as a fisherman, I know how the Coast Guard operate. The Coast Guard have everything on them because if you're 30 miles off Grenada and call the Coast Guard give them a coordinates, they could come there and meet you. That means they're well equipped.
Yeah.
So I don't know why excuse they're trying to come up with it. I would have already killed my son.
Yes. And we're still calling on anyone that have additional information on this, anyone that saw anything, anyone that have any additional information, because it's justice for this young man. And the family, as you rightly heard, the family is not comfortable with the RGPF investigating itself in this particular case here. I think that there should be some kind of independent investigators or independent investigation into this case to find the rightful answers. Because oftentimes we hear this, we hear that they have an investigation, where there will be an investigation, and sometimes we never find out what is the conclusion of that investigation. I've spoken to the mother, and the mother is saying that she absolutely not going to make this one fly. The father is hard on the case. We need some answers from the police, like as to why is it that the Coast Guard, one of probably the most sophisticated vessel on the island, on the sea on the island, were not able to detect a fishing vessel, a smaller vessel, just in front of it, and why wasn't the lights used? And there's so many questions as to why that the police need to answer. And the father just got a call today from a member of the RGPF to meet him condolence, and that happened on Sunday. Sad. Vandy, I know that there's a wake happening at the house today. Are you there yet? Are you going to be at the wake?
Yeah, I'm away looking to get ready to go there now. Just to show I'm still 4 minutes behind now, but I'm away ready to go there now.
Okay. All right.
Tell them are they by the stadium. So tell me, let's walk down in forward, I'll pick you up.
All right. Well, we're gonna be joining you guys over at the wake a little bit later. Give you a chance to just spend some time with the family. Let me see if I could get any calls that coming in from anyone. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Judge, I just want to know why The man killed Bell. That is all. Why he killed Bell? Why? Why? He didn't have no right to kill Bell. It was just words. And kill Bell over words. Yes. That is why they make kill Bell. And they're trying to make all kind of excuse. That was job. 1 minute they never see us. They didn't see no life. I show them the phone. They're trying to kidnap the phone. Why? That all. Why? They send the home. Why? That all they want to know is the home goes through it. No one tells people it would not go through. That's all.
All right. Carlson?
Yeah.
Listen, condolences to the family. We are and have been getting some information, some emails that's coming in from people. Any information, any leads that we get, we'll try to get it to you and the family to help in at least getting some answers to the many questions that you have as it relates to your son. So we're gonna continue to keep in contact. We're gonna speak to you guys at the wake a little bit later, and just condolences. Any last word? If we have members of the RGP, if we have folks watching, what do you want to say to them, Carlson?
I need justice, and I need it fast. That's all.
Okay. And we will try to work with you to get you justice in this case as best as we possibly can. All right, we'll keep in touch with you and the family.
All right. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's open up the phone line right now. 718-701-5720. We heard what transpired. We heard the family. We heard the lone eyewitness. What do you guys think about this? And I know that there might be others who witnessed something, that saw something, that have information that they could help the family in finding answers to this case. So let's open up the phone lines right now. And the many questions are still to be answered as to why. Let's open up the phone lines and take some calls right now. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from? Hello? Hello? All right. Hey, caller, you live? Hello?
Hey, Junior.
Yeah, hi.
Hello? Yeah, man, I was listening to it. That is very saddening, man, to see what happened to this young guy. The problem is I look at the whole thing. The Coast Guard is fully equipped with everything. Radar, everything.
Right.
And if people could be on Grandin's Beach, an eyewitness could witness that, how come the Coast Guard couldn't see a vessel in front of it?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, how they couldn't see it. And in this situation, what's going on right there, I feel if they're claiming to be an accident, test them guys for alcohol or drugs or something, because that's not a normal thing.
Yeah.
Test them. Let the police officer test them in drinking or something or what had happened, because this is not a normal thing for what happened. Tell me you're going to run over a boat and cause a young guy to lose his life for no reason.
Yes.
So let all the guys who are involved in the Coast Guard police test them for alcohol and drugs.
Yes.
Test them.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Listen, too many times that people getting killed in Grenada and nothing coming out of it. This is not right. People life value.
Yes.
You can't just take in life like that. You don't give life. You can't just take life like that.
Yes.
This is all for now, Junior.
Thank you so much, caller. Call on the WhatsApp. Go right ahead.
Yes, Junior, I have a serious problem with the police. Because I realize every time the police like kill somebody's child or so or family, it's like they take their own time to even go to the family and see how they're doing and how what's going on. And, because they don't understand how much a family means to somebody. They take their own time, they drag the foot, and when they please themselves, that is when they go to the family. That is not nice. It's a human, it's somebody's child life. They just take it. Go to the people in not going in timing that you could console them and you could make them feel comfortable and give them the assurance that you will look into the matter. But they stay so long that you can't even trust them because they lie so much and they look for all kind of wrong information to discard what they do. But it's not fair. It's not fair to the family. And it's so sad to see that they take out the light. The Coast Guard take out the light. You're traveling, you don't know what you will meet in the water, and you take off your light, then you was up to kill somebody or you was up to do some kind of damage.
Yes.
And it's really sad to see how long they take to go to this family. Today, since Sunday night, you did that, and today, come on, it's really sad. And this is all I have to say.
Thank you, caller. 718-701-5720. We got another caller on the line. Caller, go right ahead.
Good night. I just want to say that this situation is heart-wrenching, and there's already a lack of transparency from the Royal Grenada Police Force. So I think it's up to the citizens of Grenada to see that justice is served for this very young life. I'm hurt, I'm disturbed, as are anybody, any person, any country, just listening to law enforcement and what they did. It's really sad, and I really think that we need outside assistance in getting the truth out and in providing justice for this family.
All right. Thank you, caller. 718-701-5720. We're taking your call live on air. Again, 718-701-5720. That's our number. Caller, you live?
The police had a plan to kill and to destroy to whatever. We have sense. We are Grenadians. We are not dumb. This is straight 1, 2, 3. They had a plan. They go and they do what they plan to do. This is what is going on there. And you know what? God is not sleeping. I know the God is sovereign. I know the family need to fast and pray, and they will get the results. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Call on the phone lines. Go right ahead. Caller, go right ahead. Yes, go. Yeah, go ahead. Call on the WhatsApp. Call on the WhatsApp standby. Call on the phone line. Go right ahead.
Yes, I just want to say condolences goes out to the family of the deceased, and the negligence that the RGPF have done to this family and to many other victims, that they always say an ongoing investigation and they never solve no investigation. Then they need to give up their position so somebody can investigate, because they always victimizing and violating the act, Yes. And it's very sad. They have the well-equipped equipment. There's no way that they should have done any of this negligence and a life should have been lost like that.
Yes.
It's very sad.
Thank you.
And he deserves justice, and the family deserves justice.
Thank you, caller. Caller, you live? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yes, good night, Junior. This situation is a very, very sad one. And it reminds me of the whole situation that went down with my dad. And I'm telling you, this family, they're going to get a whole run around with this police. My dad went missing, and my mom get in touch with the police for the area. And the police went, they found my dad behind a bridge, and they never even call back my mom to let them know they even found the body. And then the police even stand in court and lie and said they contacted my mom. They took 2 weeks before they went to my mom's house.
Wow.
To talk to her about the whole situation. And when they went there, they went to her talking about they heard that my dad does smoke weed. Did he smoke weed to end up where he was found? No. And talking about he fall behind the bridge. But if he fall behind the bridge where he was found, how he end up there? So I'm telling you, this family, they have something coming for them. It's gonna be tough, but they just have to stand firm. My mom couldn't even get my dad a autopsy report. They said she had to write to the commissioner and all kind of things to even get her husband a autopsy report. But yet people name that calling my father dead, going around and say about look what autopsy report say. It's unfair to people. We all need justice for our families. We need justice. And this guy, Dad, he has to stand strong and don't give up.
Yes.
That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. 718-701-5720. We're taking your call live on air on this incident that happened in Grenada, where a young man lost his life. The RGPF is reporting it as a incident involving the Coast Guard, the Grenada Coast Guard. We heard the eyewitness that stated very clearly what transpired. And one of the things that I observed when I saw the video, the news clip. Let me take this call and I'll tell you guys what I observed. Caller, live, where are you calling us from? Hello? Hello?
Good night.
Yeah, hi. Listen to us. Turn on your background and listen to me on the phone lines.
Okay.
Yeah, turn the background down and listen to me on the phone. Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Okay, so good night.
Yes.
I'm calling in. Why? Okay, if somebody commits a crime, you would see the media and all these things posting their images all over. So why something as serious as that, they hide in the policemen's faces? And even though, okay, they're not given a reveal of their faces, what charges will the police be facing? What are the things that's going to happen? Because clearly, I don't understand what they could say, because the Coast Guard is a boat that has light. If the guys say he was waving a light, they can say they didn't see. So, I mean, there's a lot of questions for them to answer. And we, the friends and his family, need answers.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. We got another caller on the phone line. Caller, are you there? Caller, go right ahead. On the phone line, go right ahead. All right. Hello? I'm not hearing that caller. 718-701-5720. That's our number if you want to make a contribution on this topic right here. 718-701-5720. If you're calling on the WhatsApp, you call the same number on the WhatsApp or on the phone line. 718-701-5720. Yeah, what I was telling you guys that I observed from the news clip when the police officer said, in sort of communication, said that they are seeking as the additional assistance, it seems to me that they are not very clear or trusting in the information that was presented by the police officers. That's just my observation. Could be wrong. Got another call on the line. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from? Hello? Hello? All right, let's try it again. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from?
Hey, Junior.
Hey.
Richie. How are you?
Hey, how are you doing, my friend?
Good. Yeah. So, my take on this, listening to the young guy, explaining the scenario before the incident took place. Remember he had said that
where they was, they could have viewed maybe the rum runner or some boat was coming in. Then they basically saw the Coast Guard, right?
Yes.
So my thing is this: they saw the Coast Guard, and the young man said that when they put on his phone light, and apparently the Coast Guard saw the light, make a U-turn, turn off the light, and was coming towards them, right?
Yes.
So the point I'm trying to make is this: the Coast Guard had was to see them for them to direct their attention to that small light that they saw from far.
Mm-hmm.
So from my point of view, I think that was deliberately done. First, I think that maybe the Coast Guard thought was some drugs deal that was going on, and they wanted to sneak up on them. And maybe, when they get close enough, I guess the person who was driving the Coast Guard must have basically identified that boat for them to know definitely is these guys that is there. And for them to willfully don't actually turn on their light for them to identify who it is. And when you look at the damage of the boat, you could see this was willfully done. Because if you, as the law enforcement on the seawater, see that small light way out there, you have this super bright light for you to basically identify anything in the water. Why wouldn't you put on your light for you to see what is going on?
And that, Richard, that is the big question. That is the big question. Why did they not put on the bright light, illuminate the whole place so they could see everything at 7 o'clock out at that specific area is not very, very dark. 7 p.m. is not like pitch black. So even if they turn up the light to some degree, they would still be able to visibly see even without their bright light. But even if they were not able to see, why did they not illuminate the whole place and turn on all the lights to identify what's happening? If they just like a cell phone light, why was it necessary to go dark?
Exactly. So that is what I'm saying. And then if you look at the damage of the small boat, that was centered, right? So you telling me for you to catch this boat centered, you have to have a good idea of the location of that boat. So they must see the young man with the phone light at a distance, even closer, for them to run to the boat half like that, direct like that. This was directly done. Because if that was a mistake, this is half of the boat. So this is sad, man. This is sad.
Yes.
Anyway, Junior.
Thank you, my brother.
Have a blessed night.
All right. We got a caller on the WhatsApp. Caller, go right ahead on the WhatsApp. Call on the phone line, stand by.
Okay. All right. Hello, good night.
Hi.
This is very touching and this is very serious. I'm a member of the village in Woburn. And what I am saying, our Coast Guard supposed to be something very well equipped. If I know of me taking little travels on yacht, and I'm looking on the radar, and the radar will tell you there's a reef ahead, the radar will tell you there's an object ahead, the radar will tell you all different things. So how come the radar did not tell them there is a vessel ahead or there is an object ahead? I find this thing is very deliberate. And I don't care what no one says. This is a deliberate act. And justice will be served as long as the Woburn community, the Guelph community, and the people on whole in this Grenada, justice will be served for this young man. Very much, very much, very much. It's not a situation that will be taken lightly. It's not a situation to be taken lightly either, because an example needs to be set. Because most times the police officers do wrong in this Grenada here. It sweeps below the carpet. It takes forever to come through, and it sweeps below the carpet. Look at the Bartholomew guy. Because he was a citizen of Canada and Canada stand up to the end for him, justice had been served. But look how long justice takes before it had been served. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Appreciate your input. We got a caller on the phone lines. Caller, go right ahead. Caller, hang up. 718-701-5720. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. Go right ahead, caller.
Good night, Junior, and good night to your audience.
Yes.
My question is the Coast Guard interpretation map with this vessel, and there's one survivor who indicated clearly it was not just me, there was someone else there. Why was there no immediate attempt to rescue the young man or to retrieve his body? Because it would then be in the immediate vicinity.
Yes.
That's the question I have.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, caller. We got a caller on the WhatsApp. Caller, go right ahead.
Hello, good night.
Good night. Go ahead, caller. Where are you calling us from?
Hi, Junior George. How are you?
Good.
I am the cousin of the deceased, Kimon Bell, and I'm calling from Woodlands, right?
Yes.
My opinion is we need justice, which I think the police are covering up. But from my point of view, from what we have heard from the other guy, which I think the police is not taking on that side, but from my opinion as my cousin, Shimon, I would say, oh my God, I can't talk. But to me, what the newspaper did, I think we should sue them because I saw they put the infested drug area, which I think the newspaper didn't have to go all there to say Woburn is an infested drug area. I don't think so. It have other places where they go, they got drugs, and why it seems that after Cook had killed my cousin, they say Woburn is an infested drug area.
Yes.
That's my point of view, stating that we the family, we need justice, and we have to get it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Caller on the phone lines, go right ahead. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Yeah, hi, good night. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, my condolences to the family.
Yes.
Something, Junior, that is very confusing to me as well that I want to know. Right? If you drive in a vehicle, we see it happening greater, that you're driving a vehicle.
I lost that caller. 718-701-5720. Keep the phone line open for another 10 minutes or so to get your views on this tragic incident involving this young man and a small vessel out in the sea with the Coast Guard. Getting your point of view, 718-701-5720. You could call on the phone or you could call on the WhatsApp. You have a caller on the WhatsApp. Call on the WhatsApp, go right ahead. Hello?
Yeah, good night, Junior.
Hi.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm trying to understand why is it, as we see it happen before, if an accident happened with a driver and a passenger on the other side, we see it happen that if the passenger dies, the driver goes to prison. So why is it, if that is an accident and a police case, why the person driving the vessel cannot go to prison? Because somebody died.
Yes.
I've seen people who meet an accident in vehicle on the road and the driver is in prison because the passenger died. So what happened with it? Even though they call it an accident now, but somebody died. So why the person driving the vessel cannot go to prison? This is the kind of justice we want to see happen in Grenada. It shouldn't be double standard. It should be justice for all. Thank you. That's my contribution.
Thank you so much, caller. Let's jump back to the phone line. Caller on the phone line, go right ahead.
Yeah, Junior. I had to give you a call. Let me just explain. I live in the south on the coast.
Yes.
And I was actually sit down on my veranda. I had no idea what's going on. Mind you, I watch the Coast Guard boats pass in the day and the night. It's a normal thing for me to see them. From where I live, I could walk down to the bottom of my property, and I'm on the beach. I could see right down to Point Celine. I could see back up to St. George's, Grand Mall, all those areas up there, right?
Right.
So I didn't really know.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, I cut this guy off by mistake.
afternoon.
I wanted to hear what he was saying. Sorry, caller. If you just call us back. Sorry, I cut you off by mistake. But caller, go ahead.
Yes, Junior, I just kind of joined the program a little bit late. I want to extend my deepest condolences to the family of Mr. Bell.
Yes.
Such a young life to cut short so early. But my question is, since that there is a survivor, the police would have actually picked up that young man from the water that same time. I'm sure he should have at least at that time said, you know, it wasn't me alone, somebody else is in the water, we can find him, or they should have asked the question, was there anyone with you? That what makes it very fishy. And the Coast Guard is an equipped vessel with all sort of a mechanism and technology to detect boat, to see if there's a reef ahead, with GPS system. And they tell me they couldn't see that there's a boat there. The young man said that he had a phone up, and they chose to ignore and try to stifle the investigation already. This is what Grenada has come to again. I mean, this is very sad, and these things, it hurts me when I hear these things happening to families, because families are hurt. They lost a loved one, their life gone. And I think every youth in Grenada, I'm calling every youth from every corner, the north, the south, the east, and the west, and the three islands, to come out and protest this death that the police is trying to cover up. The police is not above the law. This is time for something to be done. The Coast Guard men have to be responsible. And if they're telling persons to equip their boat and to be responsible, and they're not responsible, then we need to get them out from where they are and hire people who are competent to really safeguard our people. They're supposed to serve and protect, and in this case, they have neglected that. And I think right now, this police, every one of them who are on that boat should be placed on some sort of either desk duty or recuse themselves, stay away totally from the job, pending no pay. Minister of National Security, no pay for this Coast Guard men until the investigation is over. Whatever, if they come out, they've vindicated, then they're paid. But I am certain some heads must roll out of this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, caller.
Justice for Bell.
All right. Got a caller on the WhatsApp. We're going to take 2 more calls. Caller on the WhatsApp, go right ahead. All right, we lost that caller on the WhatsApp. We're going to take 2 more calls, 718-701-5720. Getting your point of view. I wanted to get that caller back. He was talking about he were able to witness what transpired from the vantage point that he was, but I accidentally cut him off. So I'm asking him if he's still there and watching the program, if he could just give us a call back. I want to hear what he had to say. Again, guys, what we will also try to do, and is to get additional information on the persons who were. All right, that's probably the young man. All right, caller, you live? Hello.
Yes, Junior, you hearing me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As I was saying earlier.
Right. Thank you for calling back, because I cut you off by mistake.
On the coast.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Now, when I watched what happened, I had no idea what's going on. Remember, I'm sitting on my veranda. I'm just seeing lights. I'm seeing the Coast Guard out in the sea. All right. So as I mentioned, where I live, I could walk down to the bottom of my property, and I'm on the beach. I could see right down to Point Celine, and I could see right up to St. George's, up to Grand Mall. Mall near that area. You follow me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we're listening.
Okay. Right. So the first Coast Guard boat ran out there with no lights on. The only light the boat had on was the blue siren light on top of the boat.
Right.
That was when I saw the first Coast Guard boat going out. When the boat got out there, I don't know what transpired. I did see a light out on the sea. Now, there was many lights out on the sea that day, but I did see a light into the direction where the Coast Guard was going. Now, when the Coast Guard must have reached up on wherever they was going to, then they did put on a very, very powerful light.
Mm-hmm.
So the Coast Guard was there. They had a extremely powerful light on after they stopped. They would have stopped in that area, I would say, for maybe 10 to 15, 20 minutes at max. Within them being there for about 10, 15, then I saw a second Coast Guard boat approach. That boat also ran up to that, where that situation was going on. That boat also run up to them. Also did not have on a light. They only had on the blue police light, like a siren light.
Right.
Right? So the other Coast Guard boat went to see what the other, looking at what the other Coast Guard boat was doing. They didn't stick around there for not even 2 minutes. 2 minutes later, I saw the second Coast Guard boat was maybe about 600, 700, 800 feet, 1,000 feet, quite far away. Left the other Coast Guard boat, what must have had the incident.
Mm-hmm.
And what is amazing to me, I'm looking at this not knowing what's going on. I have no idea. So I go inside and I call my partner. I say, come and see. I say, the police will get a drugs bus or something, because I see in action with the Coast Guard on the water, which is, I usually see them pass all the time from the vantage point that I have. It's amazing to me the next morning to know that somebody died on that boat because the Coast Guard didn't even spend minutes in that spot. They must have spent about 20 minutes there max. They turned on the bright light. I guess they must have been in the area where they hit the boat. They spent a little time there. Then they came very close into shore. They came very close to the shore. They came about, I would say, maybe just about 150, 200 feet to the shore. And then they went south towards the Point Saline area and disappeared. So just so you know, that incident, the Coast Guard didn't even spend 30 minutes on that scene. I watched that whole scene clear. It's the next morning when I woke up and I'm at work the next day and I checked Facebook, I realized what took place the night before. So that's just my account. I don't know the details, but I could only tell you what I saw. The first Coast Guard boat that went out there, they did not have a running light. The only light that was on was the blue siren light. The next Coast Guard boat that came, they didn't even spend 4 minutes. They moved up and went further out, more outside, like Sandals area down there. And then the boat that had on the bright light, that was the first Coast Guard boat that had on the siren light. After, I guess, once they intercepted that boat, they turned on a very powerful light. They spent a few minutes out there, I would say not more than 20 minutes, and then they came close into shore, and they ran down the shoreline south to the back of Point Saline, and then they went up the back, and I didn't see them again.
Wow. Did you speak to the investigators? Did you speak to the police to give them your account of what you saw? Or did anyone contact you?
No, nobody in contact me. I'm just sitting on my veranda, and I was on I believe Sunday evening, and it was already dark. It was already dark outside when that happened. Pitch dark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we have the two Coast Guards, and they didn't hit each other. You know, and it comes back to what we were saying. The Coast Guards is equipped, or should be equipped, and I know it is equipped with radar sensors that could detect vessels in close proximity, even if the lights are not on, even if the lights are off. Should be able to identify.
Boats don't usually run. Most people wouldn't understand this, but boats don't usually run with lights on. They have certain lights on, but they wouldn't have like a light or like a vehicle has a light in the front of the car.
Right.
So it's only after they intercepted that boat when they put on the powerful floodlights. But I mean, Junior, one thing about that whole situation is that, the person that survived that would have been telling the Coast Guard that somebody else was in the water, and I can't believe they would have left there so soon. I mean, that really amazes me. So, I mean, that's just my 2 cents, and I hope justice is served, and I hope the truth comes out, and that's all I have to say for now.
Right. Thank you, caller. If you could, message me on WhatsApp. I'm going to keep your number confidential because there are some information that I just want to chat with you about, because I think that your information should be shared. And I don't know if you looking to testify, maybe not, but I want to talk to you off air. All right. So just message me, same number on WhatsApp. We'll talk. All right. No problem. Thanks again.
Okay.
All right. All right. 718-701-5720, guys. We're piecing it together. I'm telling you, we're putting this thing together. And we are also calling that there be an independent investigation into this case right here, because we do not believe that in this particular instance, we're not saying that we're not blaming anyone at this point, because we're putting the information together, but to get complete transparency and clarification, we do not believe that the RGPF should be leading the investigation into their own in this particular case right here. The family wants it. I think that it is necessary that we have some kind of independent investigation to investigate this case, because there are far too many questions and answers. The RGPF, the Commissioner of Police, they have to come forward and answer these questions. Why was it that this vessel could not have been and were not identified by the Coast Guard? And there are a lot more eyewitness, because as I'm here and I'm doing the show, guys, I'm getting messages. I'm getting messages of people who saw things. And I'm sure before we finish the show, by later on this evening, I get other videos and other content that could lead to further information that would help the investigation. But the question is, do we believe that there will be a investigation that we could actually trust at the end of it? And then we hear so much times, guys, that there will be an investigation or they're investigating a particular matter, and we never hear the outcome of our investigation. Why we never hear the outcome of so many different investigations? The family is committed that they would not sleep on this case, and we are going to continue to eyeball this case. This is not something that will be pushed under the rug. They need to come out and tell the Grenadian public what happened, what transpired, and why is it that they were not able to identify this vessel in so close proximity? Why did they not turn on the light to identify all these different things? We need answers for, and hopefully the family get these answers. Okay, we're going to take one more call and then we're going to wrap it up. 718-701-5720 on the WhatsApp or on the phone line, 718-701-5720. Miss J. Leslie is saying that always investigating and never any conclusions. It's so right. Always investigating. We always hear investigation will start. We always hear investigation is ongoing. And very few times we hear a conclusion to an investigation. But the family, as I said, is committed that they're not going to let this one just be pushed under the rug. They are going to push to get all the answers. And I firmly believe at this point in time, there should be transparency in regards to this investigation. And I don't believe that just for the optics of it, just for the optics, the RGPF, knowing that it is the investigative body, there should be an independent investigation in this particular case right here. And that's what I think should be announced. So whatever the conclusion of the investigation, people could have faith that it was done without prejudice. The police cannot investigate the police in this case right here. My point of view. All right, we're going to take one last call, 718-701-5720. We're going to wrap it up right here. Don't forget, coming up at 8 p.m., we're going to be bringing the Prime Minister's remarks. He's have a global address to the nation at 8 p.m. Following that, we're going to be back on Ride Along, where we do your reaction, live reaction to the Prime Minister's statement that will be made at 8 p.m. So we'll be back again on Ride Along at 8:30 thereof, about 8:30, 8:25, 8:30, with your reaction on what was said on the Prime Minister's remark. Again, 718-701-5720 if you want to chime in. Final caller. Lyndon Amade is saying that we need people from outside of Grenada to investigate in this particular matter. The optics, and you're right, the optics of the RGPF investigating the RGPF, it doesn't make people feel as if the investigation, even if the investigation is thorough, the optics would not look good. People still is not going to believe that it was, right? So we're calling on the powers that be to speed up this investigation and let's get justice for this young man. Let's get answers, at least. Let's get answers for the family now. Let's get answers for the family, who is right now, as we speak, 7 p.m., is having a wake. They're probably having a wake and watching this program right here because they already felt that certain aspects of the media is taking advantage of the situation and trying to paint the young man in a different light. You heard the father said that the newspaper already pick up a story and trying to pin him as some drug related incident. Got a call on the line. Caller, live. Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Guam.
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, what I want to say is that, right? Reading the news stating that a police insider said that law enforcement officials are suspicious.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm not hearing you clearly. If you're on speakerphone, take me off a speaker and just put me straight in the phone so I can hear you clearly.
Okay, sure. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's better now. Go ahead.
All right.
Hello? All right, we lost that caller.
On the small one.
Yeah, hello?
To me, what I understand is that the Coast Guard was directly going behind the man, and this was not an accident. This alone clearly stated that the Coast Guard was directly behind this man. This was my plea.
I didn't clearly hear what you said, caller. Your phone was kind of breaking up a bit. All right, we lost that caller. All right, so we're going to take that last call, 718-701-5720. Then we're going to wrap it up. But rest assured, guys, this is not a story that we're going to forget. This is not a story that will be pushed under the rug. We're going to continue to keep the story and give the story media light. You know, oftentimes there are stories like this that emerge, and in the hype of it, everybody's so concerned and everybody is you know, reaching out and talking about this. And as soon as you sleep and you wake, everyone forget it because they're on to the next story. This wouldn't be the situation here. We take the last caller, and then my producer is giving me a wrap up time. Caller, you live? You're the last caller. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah, I went to school with the thief.
Go ahead. All right, we having problem with that caller. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
All right, caller on the phone line. Go right ahead. You're the final caller, and then we out of here. We're wrapping up. Go ahead, caller.
Okay. I just have one thing that I thought of while I was listening to everybody else.
Yes.
I wonder if the Coast Guard was expecting anybody to stay alive to say anything. I wonder. I wonder if the young man that stayed alive kind of messed things up for them. That's all I have to say. Good night.
Right. Okay. Good night, caller. All right. And that's all that we have to say as well. Don't forget, coming up at 8 p.m., that's in about 33 minutes, we are going to be having a live televised address to the nation by the Prime Minister. And following that, at 8:30, we're going to be back on Ride Along Live with response and reaction to the Prime Minister's address. We urge you guys to stay tuned and join us then. I'm getting the cue for my producer to wrap it up. Thank you so much. Before I go, I want to invite everyone, if it's your first time to the page, to just click that like button and follow the page, because we always keep you updated with all the information. Furthermore, if you want to become a supporter to this program, you could do that by clicking that notification right at the bottom. It's a blue, like a shield. You click that shield and you could become a supporter of Ride Along Live. We always keep it fair and balanced and give you all the information that you need to know. There are a few people right now who are subscribers to the program, and we appreciate you so much and continue to support the program. But we need as much people to continue to support so we could continue to do what we're doing here on a daily basis. All right. So click that notification there, and it will tell you all about how you could become a subscriber, a supporter of Ride Along Live. I have to also invite everyone, if you're in town, on May 13th. May 13th, I'm celebrating my birthday party. And that's going to be in Brooklyn, New York. Inviting everyone in New York to come and celebrate with me. May 13th, 178 Newport, and that's in Brooklyn, New York. For more information, ticket go on sale tomorrow, mañana. I promise you, Looney Sparks, and we got a special surprise guest that we're going to be announcing tomorrow as well. It's night mass at 178 Newport, Brooklyn, New York. My birthday party, May 13th, Brooklyn, New York, Friday, May 13th. All right, remember I was telling you guys about this, but it is now a reality, guys. I want to pick up the folks over there at Buy Brand Caribbean. Buy Brand Caribbean. Buy Brand Caribbean is, let me tell you, it is so much things, but essentially what it is, it's a organic store of everything you could get. Everything that you need from the Caribbean. I'm talking about the spices, the sweet treats, the candies. I'm talking about the cinnamon. I'm talking about the farine. I'm talking about the guava cheese, the guava jelly. All shipped to you. It's organic products from the Caribbean. Buy Brand Caribbean. Officially launching this week on the website, where you could go and purchase and pick up your organic products and sweet treats from the Caribbean, probably that you haven't had in a long time. Guava cheese, guava jelly, just tons of stuff in this package. So for more information, you can check out CaribbeanOrganics.com. That's CaribbeanOrganics.com. And we also have a subscription package where you could subscribe, and every month you get a list of products, organic products imported directly from the Caribbean straight to you. What this is also doing is helping farmers in the Caribbean, because we're importing tons of stuff and make it available to your doorstep. It's all about Organics. It's Buy Brand Caribbean. You're going to continue to hear a lot more about this company and what they're doing. Exceptional work to making sure that you get organic, healthy products and spices coming out from the Caribbean straight to your doorstep. Also, if you're going to Grenada for Carnival 2022, we're telling you and inviting you to the original celebrity cruise, the Return to Mars. Yeah, the Return to Mars, the original celebrity cruise. And that's on the Thursday, Carnival Thursday in Grenada, the original celebrity cruise. Now, remember I was telling you all about becoming a supporter? Well, we got an ad for you to tell you how you could become a supporter of Ride Along Live. Kobe, when you have it, you could go ahead and drop it. Hi, my name is Junior George, founder and host of Ride Along Live, and I'm inviting you to become a paid subscriber to this platform. With your support of just $4.99 per month, you could do so much to help this platform grow and to help us help you and others around the world. We encourage you to click that link and become a supporter today. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
On Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day, New Face Promotion presents Retro Bingo. Retro Bingo. Up to $5,000 in cash. 5 $200 games, 2 $500 games, 1 $1,000 game, and the jackpot $2,000. Retro Bingo going down at 178 Newport Street. Music by DJ Flawless, No Apology, and DJ Hot Stepper. Your tickets cost $40. More at the door. For more info, call 347-304-5453. Zelle or Cash App is accepted. Start time 7 p.m. It's Retro Bingo. Mother's Day, Sunday, May 8th. Lots of giveaways for the lady. Retro Bingo, up to $5,000 in cash. Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day.
Again, guys, thank you for watching and thank you for being a part of our programming today. Don't forget, join us at 8:30. We're back here again on Ridealong Live. All right? The Prime Minister's address starts in 26 minutes. Stay here for that broadcast. Good night. Well, it's on Ridealong, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess we call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell. Ridealong Live, I mean, yeah, it's the real deal.